Fourth and final meeting of the regular season, the Miami Heat and your Hornets. Here's your starting lineups brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Rodney Magruder, rookie out of Kansas State, gets the start. James Johnson starts for the first time this year. He replaces Luke Babbitt out with a hip injury. Hassan Whiteside out of Gastonia has emerged into an absolute beast. Josh Richardson and Goran Dragic. Dragic's ninth year, the lefty from Slovenia. 4-year Charlotte Hornets. They're healthy, folks. That's a good thing for Steve Clifford. He's got this five that he likes to employ. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Marvin Williams, Cody Zeller, Nick Batum, Kemba Walker. Not only a winning record when they're on the floor to begin the game, but throughout the course of the season, when that five's on the floor, they outscore the opponent by a large number. Eric Spoelstra, one of the better head coaches in the NBA. He's got a couple of championships to prove it. He won the Coach of the Month back in the month of February when he orchestrated just a sensational, historic turnaround in Miami. He'll go head-to-head with Steve Clifford, whose team is getting hot at the right time. 7 wins in the last 10 games, unfortunately stubbing their toe last night in D.C. against a very good Wizards team. There's no shame in losing to Washington this year. With Stephanie Reddy, Del Curry, I'm Eric Collins. Welcome.
Glad to be back inside the Spectrum Center.
Tap is won by Miami. Remember the Hornets a year ago playing Miami in the postseason. That went to 7 games. Ball poked away, picked up by Dragic. Now they'll restart the offense. Still 7 seconds to shoot. Dragic with the right hand. Can't get the roll.
Seems like every time the Hornets play this Heat team, they look different. Personnel has changed due to injuries and anything else you might have think of.
Hey, you saw Miami a year ago. They had Dwayne Wade, Luol Deng, Joe Johnson. This year they're all gone. But Eric Spoelstra doing a good job of incorporating Dion Waiters into this new mix. James Johnson into the mix. Cody misses. Ball picked up by Marvin. Kemba sneaks inside. Remember, whenever you go inside, you got to be wary of Hassan Whiteside. Currently 3rd in the NBA in block shots per game.
If you drive and you see Whiteside in front of you ready to block a shot, you got to think pass. He's going to try to go and block everything, and you can find the open shooter. He can miss.
Game's first bucket scored by James Johnson. How big of a change is it for Johnson? Hasn't started the game all year, and now starting in game number 78 for Miami.
He started before in the league. I don't think it's a big change. I think he's going to like it because he's going to have a lot of opportunities to do what he did, score the basketball.
Del, you touched on it on Hornets Live. James Johnson has totally reworked his body. Reported to training camp 274 pounds. Now down to 238.
That alone will give you spring in your step.
Let's take a look at tonight's Ford keys to the game.
Eric, we walked in together. It was pouring down, raining outside. I think Charlotte has to have wet jumpers tonight. If you don't shoot the ball and score it consistently, you're going to be wet in the line. The summer will start in about 3 games.
My key to tonight is idioms. Colloquial metaphors, more informal and conversational. I'll give you guys a couple examples that might apply tonight. The ball is in their court now, the Hornets. They've got to sink or swim. No crying over spilt milk, because if you don't make it happen, I don't want to hear anybody complaining about it after the fact.
I like it. Idioms? Idioms. Up and down. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. We're tied at 4. Good to see that mid-range game working for number 14. Hornets currently 36-42. They've played one more game than the Heat have. Heat's 37-40, including tonight. They've got 5 games remaining. Richardson along the baseline.
We've seen 2 that I've counted passes to Whiteside that have been fumbled.
Oh, look at Kemba avoid the shot blocker and score. Wow.
Up and around Whiteside to get it to go.
Goran Dragic gets 3 back for Miami. This Miami team shoots the 3 ball way better than in years past.
Well, with the first round matchup of these two teams last year, this has to feel like a playoff game between both of them because they know how important every game is as you go down the stretch. Got to have a W.
Whiteside faces up on Cody. And doesn't get the roll off the window. That's surprising. Shooting 55% is Whiteside, among the leaders in the NBA.
Shot that one a little flat. If he gets it up higher on the board, it goes in.
Nick challenges inside for the field goal.
That's going to be there tonight if they continue to keep Magruder on Nick Batum. He has a distinct advantage with the height. Get him down on the block and go to work.
Dragic lost it. First man on the floor, MKG. He loses it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Take a look at the injury update for the Miami Heat. This is brought to us by Novant Health. Dion Waiters has been gone for the last 8 games. That has been a huge back-breaking injury. They don't know if he's going to play the rest of the regular season. Josh McRoberts had started to get healthy and was playing well. Justice Winslow out for the year. And Luke Babbitt, the most recent injury, he's got a hip and is not able to dress tonight.
That's a lot of offense that's not uniform. Oh, they're supposed to tonight. Look,
Big start for Dragic. Shot clock winding down. He's got the last 8 for Miami.
Babbitt and Waiters alone, if you combine them, you're talking about 8 3-pointers a game, shooting at 40%. Both not able to participate.
Dragic right now has 2 threes in the books. They're going to review his first 3 to make sure it was legit.
Richardson just missed along the baseline a moment ago. Misses from the exact same spot again.
You know, he did that move, drive to the baseline, try to step back for some separation, but Nick and MKG, taller players, able to bother his jump shot.
Hornets turn it over, trying to get it to Batum. Dragic has already hit a pair. Kemba in transition. Lost it on the way up. And it wasn't touched by a Heat player. It's Miami ball. Kemba had a night and a half last night in D.C. He put up 37 points. Made 6 more 3-pointers. Remember, he's only missed 1 game this year. That was for personal reasons back in December.
Shooting a good percentage, too, from the field and from behind the arc, so it wasn't just chucking balls up.
Well, I'm gonna give Kemba a full season if he plays the last 3. He played in the All-Star game. That's a game.
Okay.
There you
Right?
go.
About that. I read where Dallas wants to rest Harrison Barnes. He said, no, you're not. I'm playing all 82 games.
Good
for
go,
him. That's
Harrison.
what he wants to do.
And again, Dragic careless with the basketball, loses it, and then in the scramble for the ball, MKG got whacked in the face.
This has got to hurt. Oh.
Ooh, double whammy.
Goodness.
Ouch. But by the way, still maintains possession. Gets clobbered and keeps the ball.
MKG will stay in the game. Hornets trailing by a pair. About halfway through our first quarter. Hornets won the first 2 meetings against Miami. Heat won the most recent game back on March 8th in Miami. Kemba along the baseline. And Kemba, can he save it? Nope, Miami ball.
They're all over him.
Kemba's already attempted 5 shots. That's more than he's been getting in his first quarter rotations in recent games. Seems like he's been setting guys up earlier.
Normally at the start of the game, I think he kind of feels the defense out. Tonight it looks like Dragic is going to guard him one-on-one.
Josh Richardson wasn't healthy at the beginning of the year, but he's playing pretty good basketball. That's his 63rd 3 of the season. Miami has 8 different players who have made a minimum 63 pointers. Shot clock's at 5. Cody got it off in time and scores. Good awareness.
Yeah, absolutely. Showed the ball. Whiteside, being the shot blocker that he is, he went for the ball fake on a jump shot on Cody.
Johnson somehow didn't drag the pivot foot. Pretty good move.
I think he drug it, just didn't get called.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. Hornets decide not to wait for the TV timeout. We have played close to 7 minutes. Kemba Walker showing off some aggression early. Hornets playing the second game of a back-to-back, looking for energy.
Hornets basketball is brought to you by your local Ford dealer. By Jack in the Box, introducing the new Brunch Fest menu. It's brunch time, anytime at Jack in the Box. And by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. We have the tools to make healthy easy.
Miami on top of the Hornets by 5. 5:17 remaining first quarter. Today's game between the Hornets and the Heat is being broadcast on AFN, the American Forces Network, broadcasting to the U.S. Armed Forces serving around the world on land and on ships at sea. Welcome.
And thank you for your service.
After the timeout, Cody, a little floater. That's something that he's developed in recent years to combat big, long centers like Whiteside.
Coaching staff saw something on the bench that they could exploit at that timeout. Whiteside overhelped with the penetration.
Rodney Magruder, 25-year-old rookie from Kansas State. That's a three-pointer. We don't want to see this revisited from last night. Remember, 17 three-pointers made for the Wizards against the Hornets.
That was a season high for the Wiz coming off that West Coast road trip.
Marvin Williams, right place, right time.
Excellent. I'm so glad to see Marvin Williams get on the board early. Last night against the Wizards, he was 0 for from the field.
Tyler Johnson into the game, replacing Dragic. And Whiteside traveled.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Marvin. He's a pro. It's not going to bother him being over, and it was not because of his effort. This guy's going to show up, play hard every night. And when I went in the locker room, he's the first guy that said, "Hey, come on, you want to talk to me? Come on." A lot of guys would walk out, run, Marvin's a pro.
Frank Kaminsky, Marco Bellinelli check into the game. They both touch it here. Marco, wrap-around pass to Frank. Back to Marco, three-pointer. Marvin, an offensive rebound. Ooh, that ball had a ton of spin on it. That was a tough catch. James Johnson, fade away. James Johnson was in trouble. He was trying to stay in the league. Got to Miami, reworked his body. He has become a force.
Miami is known for that. They are very serious about their body fat percentage. They measure it when you arrive. They have a goal for you, and you better achieve it or else you will not see the floor.
Yeah, much like our broadcast team.
I'm going in reverse. Late contest by Whiteside will put MKG at the free throw line. James Johnson last year, pedestrian numbers.
I mean, look at that improvement. You rarely see that at this level.
Yeah.
That is quite a jump from 5 to 12 and a half.
And it's got to be because of his conditioning, how he feels on a nightly basis. And you would think he's an NBA player. Endurance and the physical condition you're in should not be a problem. It is a problem for a lot of guys. Yeah. You have to change your lifestyle, your attitude. In Miami, I'm sure they talked to him about that before they brought him here. And you're right. I think it may have saved his career.
He's now 30 years of age.
I mean, and it wasn't just his points. Every number went up. Rebounds, assists went up considerably.
He brought in Jared Sullinger a month or so ago. Just met with him and Pat Riley. And it's another guy that, weight problem, out of the league.
You mentioned Dion Waiters in Hornets Live, the pregame show. He's in the best shape of his career, and it's showing by looking at his shooting percentage.
It's actually a pretty good carrot to toss in front of would-be free agents. You guys come down here, you take a chance with our weight training and see what happens. Maybe you can improve your stock. Now Tyler Johnson at the free throw line. Johnson signed that big contract this summer. A lot of people were saying, who?
Yeah.
But he's a talented kid. Among all the players in the NBA who have not started a game this year, he has the second highest scoring average at 13.7 points per ball game. Miles Plumlee now on the floor for the Hornets. So the only starters remaining on the floor for Charlotte, MKG and the man with the ball, Kemba Walker. Okaro White into the game for the first time for Miami.
You know, this will be interesting to watch the substitution pattern by Eric Spoelstra, because he is one of those coaches that gets his group and keeps them together. He's got a certain timing where he substitutes certain groups he likes to keep together, so it's thrown a little off tonight because of his limited options with the injuries.
Tyler Johnson hits a three. Guys, that's going to be an issue. Marco's holding his left hand. I saw that a moment ago. Guys, Miami's hit 5 3-pointers already. 5 out of 6, Stephanie Reddy.
And that is not good, and you know Coach Clifford has talked about that, their defensive efforts beyond the arc.
Oh, that may have been the highest 3-pointer that Kemba has made this year. He threw that to the rafters.
Brought rain, and it was wet.
Had to get it over Whiteside, and a timeout now on the court. And some concern with Marco Bellinelli, who looks to be in a bit of pain. Now Kemba Walker, his first 3-pointer of the night, and it is an absolute moonball. Hung in the air like a Del Curry drive.
Hornets basketball is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By Charlotte Comfort Systems. And by Hendrick Toyota.
Hornets trailing the Heat 24-19. 2:14 remaining in the first quarter. Ron Rivera, head coach, your Panthers in the building, does a wonderful job. Well-rounded man. How about this for a stat, folks? This is going to be our Chili's handcrafted factoid of the night, and it's all about that right hand of Kemba Walker, which has dealt 200, and the number is 36 3-pointers. We just included the one he made a moment ago. Kemba is now just the 10th different player in NBA history to make 235 or more 3-point field goals in a season.
My goodness,
There
only
are
10?
only 10 human beings who have ever reached that number.
Some rarefied air he's in.
You guys have seen all 6 of his seasons. If I would have told you that 6 years ago, would you have believed me?
Nope.
No.
Not a chance. But that's what we always talk about. We've enjoyed watching him grow and mature as a player because he continues to develop his game and work on his weaknesses and turn them into strengths.
Jeremy Lamb into the game for the first time, as well as Brian Roberts. This is Lamb with the ball. Gets the screen from Plumlee. Miami the lead in the ball. No Hassan Whiteside for the first time for Miami. Wayne Ellington.
Wrong gotta leave open.
Yeah.
Drive and kick. Coach Clifford talked about it. Why teams are getting so many open threes because of the dribble penetration. Draws the help, and Ellington is knocked down shooter.
Kaminsky turns the corner, looking like Cody Zeller with that teardrop. Frank's first field goal. He has played really well in the months of March and April.
He really has. And for a second-year guy to play this well this late in the season, President Frank had good work in the summertime and some good physical condition himself.
Under a minute to play first quarter. And Brian Roberts draws the foul.
Marco Bellinelli, see if we can take a look at how he hurt his hand. It looked like he got it wedged between Ellington and Plumlee as he turned the corner on that screen roll.
Yeah, Hornets have a man for that. Steve Stricker, head trainer.
And that's the left hand. That's not the trigger hand, so he's shake that off. We got work to do.
Dragic back on the floor for the final minute of this first quarter. Shot clock's at 4. Willie Reed, and the Hornets have it back. 30 seconds remain in the quarter. Plumlee working hard to get position. Roberts, good step back. Cleared space, up and through.
And what got him open was his explosive move off the first couple of dribbles, really sold it to the defender that he was trying to go by him. Stopped on a dime and got an open look.
Ellington. Hornets with a little bit of time. Marco's going to have to fire. Didn't get it off in time. We played 12 minutes. Brian Roberts, a jumper a moment ago, making this a 4-point game. Oh my goodness! Glory days. Hornets and Heat. Both teams needing it real bad. No one can afford to slip on that banana peel this late in the season. 27-23 our score after a quarter. In what is now the most important game of the season, Hornets trailing the Heat by 4. Here's tonight's first quarter stats presented by Mercedes-Benz of South Charlotte.
Well, that 48% does not look great. It's still early, so Hornets have time to pick things up defensively, but especially beyond the arc, they cannot let them continue to shoot at a 6-for-9 clip.
I like the fact the Hornets are scoring 14 points in the paint with Whiteside in the game, but still, you can't trade twos for threes.
Hornets start the quarter with their second unit on the floor. Brian Roberts, Jeremy Lamb, Marco Bellinelli, Miles Plumlee, Frank Kaminsky. Backdoor cut, B-Rock. Oh, beautiful basketball.
It's what they were missing last night. Remember, we talked about how the second units in the game, they make the game easier for themselves by moving, assisting each other. The offense is a lot more fluid. It was not that way last night. This is promising.
Ellington to Dragic. Goran Dragic spins it through, his third triple in 4 attempts. 7 for 10 from behind the arc early for Miami. Lamb, little creative use of the right arm to create space. And he scores again.
Didn't fully extend it. That's why he didn't get a whistle and took advantage of it.
Johnson, Dragic, Ellington, White, and Reed playing together for Miami. Shot clock's at 4. Reed. That was a stilted possession for Miami.
It's a good chase there by Jeremy Lamb. They wanted to get Ellington off a double screen on the right side. Jeremy Lamb busted that play up.
Hornets down by 3. Lamb looking for space. Frank wants to post up. Shot clock's at 2. Oh, and Frank scores, and he's fouled. Talk about not panicking.
Look at that backdoor play, guys. Watch this. Look at all these defenders well outside the paint, and you'll see Brian Roberts pick this area right here apart, get the backdoor cut right to the basket. That's what I'm talking about. Fluidity. Sharing the ball.
That was special. Illustration. Stephanie Reddy. It's awesome.
Thank you.
We're tied at 30. So the Hornets have given up 7 3-pointers. Yet they're not trailing anymore. 2 minutes into our second quarter. Second unit's done a good job.
It's amazing what a little movement will do. Body movement, ball movement. We've been preaching it all year, and this second unit in particular has to take advantage of those things.
Another 3-pointer for Tyler Johnson. 8 for 12 are the Heat.
My goodness.
And Steve Clifford wants another timeout. Early into the second quarter, Hornets need to regroup defensively. 33-30 is our score, 9:37 remaining in our first half. Hornets basketball is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of South Charlotte, by Campbell & Associates, by CPI Security, by the all-new 3-row Mazda CX-9, and by Works Power Share, 20-volt cordless power tools. Charge, complete, change, repeat. Hornets shooting over 50%. 9:37 remaining in the second quarter, but they find themselves down to Miami by 3. Hornets fans experience Buzz City like never before by becoming a Swarm 365 member. Next season's memberships are on sale now. Season members receive the best seats, best pricing, as well as extra benefits. Call 704-HORNETS or visit Hornets.com to become a Swarm 365 member today. What can the Hornets do in this ultra important game to slow down the onslaught of three-pointers made by Miami?
Goes back to your principles, your individual defense.
Foul charge to Hornets number 18, Miles.
If you have to rely on help too much, then the closeouts get to be too long, the rotations are too long to get all the way behind the arc. So, of course, you're going to have some help and some rotations, but it can't be consistent.
Dragic straight to the cup. He's now got 13 points to lead both sides.
And what it leads to if they make threes is that you're reluctant to leave your guy because he's a three-point shooter. He's made a three. And then it opens up a one-on-one situation like Dragic had right there on the other end.
Offensive rebound by Brian Roberts. Those have been few and far between for the Hornets' backup point guard this year. Hornets can't capitalize. Dragic. Reed, extra pass to Johnson. First miss for Johnson from behind the arc, had been 2 for 2. Steve Clifford flat out said his team cannot lose again this regular season. They need to win all 4 and then hope that everything falls their way to make it to the postseason. Miami in a very similar situation.
Similar, except they are ahead, so they do have a little more cushion. They still have to get to that 8th spot.
Dragic with a miss, and it's an offensive rebound for Miami.
With 4 games to go, if you're not in the playoff situation already, you have no cushion.
And Dragic is fouled. Really, this is the only game of relevance to these teams fighting for the bottom end of the playoff mix in the Eastern Conference. Atlanta's not playing tonight, neither is Chicago nor Indiana. Miami is currently the first team out looking in. They trail Indiana, but only by a half game. If they win tonight, they have the exact same record as the 8th place team, the Pacers. Tiebreakers become involved. Now, the Hornets have more of a slippery slope. As the loss last night against D.C., currently a game and a half out with 4 to play.
And Miami currently has the tiebreaker over Indy. Hornets holding it over the Heat. When you look at the Eastern Conference standings from top to bottom, there's 3 different ties. That's how tight it is.
Almost the same thing as we saw last year. Kemba Walker back on the floor, along with Nick Batum. And Frank, his 3rd field goal. He's come to play. 7 points in 8 minutes.
Nice touch by Frank after he got free from a couple of Heat defenders. Smaller players didn't bother him. Split the double team and flipped it over the top.
Ellington. Hornets are trailed by as many as 8. Kemba uses a screen from Kaminsky and draws the contact. So we'll have 3 free throws for the captain.
Foul charge to the Heat number 2, Wayne Ellington.
Wayne Ellington, the infraction. And Kemba, who shoots a good percentage at the free throw line, will shoot 3 times.
Going to the line, Kemba Walker.
Got that boy on skates.
With 3 shots.
Hassan Whiteside back on the floor, replacing Willie Reed. And Marco Bellinelli looks like he's going to head to the locker room. But there he goes.
With the doctor.
When we find any information, we will pass that along. Two more coming for Kemba. Tomorrow on Fox Sports Carolina's Cam Ward is looking to defend the Carolina Hurricanes net against the New York Islanders. It all starts with Hurricanes Live at 6:30 Eastern on Fox Sports Carolinas, streaming live on the Fox Sports Go app.
Substitutions.
Marvin Williams, Cody Zeller back on. Plumlee, Kaminsky, grab a seat. Changes for Miami as well. Magruder, James Johnson, Josh Richardson back on the floor. Ellington, Tyler Johnson, and Okaro White sit. That doesn't happen very often. Only 1 for 3 for Kemba. And Kemba called for the foul. Is it just me? It doesn't seem like Dragic takes a lot of chances with his dribble.
He does. Yeah, he's just a big physical guy. He uses his body so much, but you're right. He does get a little careless, a little loose with the handle.
Second foul on Kemba. "16-footer for Dragic."
Saw Dragic first play of the game. He went right, missed a layup. Normally when he goes to his right, it's that kind of play right there. A couple of dribbles and a pull-up.
Kemba picks up his dribble and barks at Matt Boland.
He's already been called with 2 fouls that could have been let go, the way they've been calling it so far. He's gone to the basket at least twice with contact with no call.
He's winning the 50-50 ball battle so far in this game.
Dragic gets exactly where he wants to go on the floor and shoots on top of Kemba.
17 for Goran Dragic.
9-point second quarter for Dragic. Kemba starts, stops, draws contact, and he'll go to the line. That foul's on Whiteside, the second foul on Hassan. Things getting interesting. Important game for both sides. Free throws for Kemba Walker when we return.
It's now time for tonight's shot chart, brought to you by your hometown KFC. We got to go with the other team. The Miami Heat, 8 of 15 three-point field goals so far in this game, 53%. They've been spreading the wealth around. Richardson tees one up, knocks it down. Magruder spots up short corner. There's a shooter. Ellington, he rattles one home, and then Dragic, 3 of 5. He's feeling it from the outside. And there's Tyler Johnson. Everybody's gotten involved. Hornets three-point defense, a lot to be desired this year. 897 threes allowed this season. Most single season in NBA history. That is not a good graphic.
Not at all.
And Steve Clifford and his coaching staff, they know all about it. It's been a problem all season long. Hard way to win games when other teams are scoring in multiples of 3. Now the Hornets have done some great things on their end. They don't turn the basketball over. Among the leaders in the NBA in fewest turnovers per game. One of the best free throw shooting teams in the history of the NBA.
They don't foul their opponent.
They don't foul. But defending the three-point line has been the issue.
Opponent has found something. It's happened all year long. It's a copycat league. If a team sees success, now you beat a certain opponent, they're going to copy it when they play that opponent. It's been working as far as getting off threes and knocking them down.
James Johnson walled off by Marvin. This is Richardson. 4 to shoot. Johnson. Another three-pointer. First attempt from distance tonight for Johnson.
Only starter yet to make a 3 is Hassan Whiteside for the Heat.
Full head of steam for Cody. No whistle. And Cody's still on the floor. This will be a 5-on-4 for a moment. Tyler Johnson finds James Johnson, who clanks, and the Hornets get it back. No harm, no foul. MKG back on the floor, gets it to Cody. Marvin, now Kemba with a touch. And one of the things the Heat haven't done over the last couple of years since they've had Whiteside is give up a lot of three-point attempts even. With him in the middle, they can be so perimeter-oriented on their defense.
Yeah, that's a good point, Eric. I mean, get up, guard your guy. And if he does get past you to dribble drive, you got a rim protector waiting for the guy to get around you. Just like that.
Kemba. Oh, what a confident stroke that was. He just stepped into that shot and drained it.
Kemba's playing with such an edge right now.
Dump down. Whiteside. That'll be basket interference. Rodney Magruder got a little bit too handsy.
Offensive interference is the call.
What do we think?
I think it was a good call.
Good call. He tried to hang and wait for it to come off, but as he was coming down, he said, I gotta give him a shot.
Kemba has Tyler Johnson on him. Streaks inside, lays it for MKG! Now, Kemba's playing with some energy, befitting of this important game. And Miami has to call timeout. Yes, for your Hornets is going to come on Saturday. 2 full days off. And then Saturday at 6 o'clock, 5:30 pregame show, we're going to have the Boston Celtics closing out the home slate here at Spectrum Center. And if you can make it, we'd love to see you here. Tickets still remain. It's going to be Swarm Appreciation Night. A lot of things happening. Remember, a special start time of 6 p.m. It's presented by Sprite. Evening's going to be packed with fun and prizes. A few lucky fans, they're going to take home concert tickets, Hornets apparel, autographed memorabilia, as well as partner gift cards. Still choose your seats at Hornets.com. Good seats remain. We'd love to see your smiling face here at Spectrum Center.
And only if you're smiling.
That's right. Only warm fuzzies on a Saturday night. Don't like those cold pricklers. After the timeout, Miami works it around the perimeter. Richardson walled off. Shot clock is at 6. Tyler Johnson stops and pops. Doesn't get the roll, and a foul going for the rebound. It's going to go against Whiteside. For Whiteside, that's number 3.
Wow, no foul. Other than 5 rebounds for Whiteside, 3 fouls.
For Miami.
So Whiteside with a triple-double, I believe it was off the bench in this building a year ago. Points, rebounds, and blocks.
Coach Spoelstra raves about, it's Cody.
Oh! With Whiteside out, Cody goes straight to the 10. We're tied at 42. 7-0 run. Richardson spins it through. Hornets have been down by as many as 8. They've led by as many as 2. Kemba for the lead. Got it! Big bucket here in the second quarter for the captain.
Speeds the ball up the floor, looks for a screen before the Heat can get set defensively, attacks Willie Reed and knocks down another 3.
And Johnson is nudged. That's just team foul number 4 on the Hornets, so side out of bounds for Miami.
Kemba Walker with a pass, finding Cody Zeller. Kemba Walker is on 10 tonight, because then he comes right down, stops and pops, makes the 3. Recall last night, he did not have a problem with his energy and effort. He was getting buckets, shooting at a high percentage. He just needed help. He attempted as many field goals as his 4 starting counterparts. That's not a good thing.
And you might say, why is Kim out of the game? He has 2 fouls. He's not ordered to pick up his 3rd right before the half.
Shot clock violation. Miami couldn't get organized. Hornets have Brian Roberts, Nick Batum, Marvin Williams, Cody Zeller, MKG. Exactly 2 minutes remaining here in our first half.
Let me just clarify. I don't mean it's not a good thing on Kemba's behalf. I mean his 4 starting counterparts need to be getting up more attempts.
Nick fires from 3. Last time down the floor, yep, still the same situation. It's MKG guarding Dragic. That's a tough cover.
Nick's last 2 shots have been forced 3s.
Richardson, a 3-pointer. That's the 10th made 3 for Miami in the half.
They average 9 a game.
Now, if you include last night's loss in D.C., the Hornets have now given up 27 3-pointers in the last 6 quarters. 1 to shoot. Cody fires. Richardson, tough pass to handle. Reed gets it out to Dragic. Open man Magruder. Hornets trailing by a pair. For the most part, they've been playing from behind here in the first half. Nick against Magruder. Draws the contact, scoring, and he's fouled. Hornets like that matchup. Nick is tied in at 47.
Yeah, the last couple of shots been forced threes. This time you give it to him, clear it out. Smaller player, draw the contact over the top. And a little motion there from Nick.
6 points for Nick. 7 points for Nick. And the Hornets back on top. This game means everything to the Hornets. They've got to win the remaining 4 games. Miami tonight, Boston on Saturday, and then Milwaukee and Atlanta on the road. Long 2 for Dragic. Oh! These guys are good. Nice first half for Dragic. He's got 19 of the 49 for Miami. Hornets going to slow it down and hold for the final shot. Nick turns the corner. Left time on the clock. Miami's got 5 seconds to work with. James Johnson. That is 11 three-pointers made for Miami. Marvin tries to answer from half court. Got him! The Tar Heel feeling it 2 days later. And the Hornets surging to the locker room on a magic carpet with that three-quarters court shot. Oh, Marvin! Just when we needed you most! Oh, and a day's work, number 2.
Yeah. Shimmy.
We talked about a lot of guys wouldn't take that shot. Worried about the percentages, not the pro.
A pro's pro is Marvin Williams. And the Hornets within 1 after withstanding an absolute barrage of threes for Miami. The Heat hit 11 of 21 three-pointers, yet only have a 1-point lead. Folks, we got a ton of game remaining. We've got a lot to talk about as well. The halftime show, right around the bend, will tell you what the Hornets need to survive in the season.
Welcome back to Hornets basketball. As we start the third quarter, we're joined by Hornets assistant coach Steven Silas. Coach, I know you didn't like the three-point shooting for the Heat. How do we slow them down behind the line?
We got to keep them out of the paint. They only have 12 points in the paint, but most of what they've been doing is getting to the paint with their dribble penetration or pick and rolls or dribble handoffs. We're helping, and now we're closing to their three-point shooters. We also have to close out better. Close it out a little bit too short. If we close to their body, make them put the ball on the floor, we'll do a lot better job.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Let's get it done.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
One of the great young minds as an assistant coach in the NBA, Steven Silas. Well, we've got news to pass along regarding Marco Bellinelli. Marco left in that first half, clutching his left hand. He has a left index finger strain. He's questionable to return. We were looking for him to warm up. We have not seen him, so I don't believe he has made it out of the locker room.
Well, if Marco Bellinelli is not available, we do not know yet. But as you mentioned, we haven't seen him. If he's not available, that changes things for the Charlotte Hornets. We talked about him in Hornets Live, the pregame show. He has been really efficient off the bench. Last 10 games, he's averaged 12.5 points. They're going to need those buckets. Who is going to take them? Who's going to make them, most importantly?
Well, Nick Batum comes out of the locker room firing. He gives the Hornets the lead.
Got aggressive toward the end of the second quarter, and he comes out aggressive again. Maybe he had another talk with himself.
Yeah, maybe. This time in French.
Jack Johnson fires up a three-pointer. Just a step-back three-pointer for James Johnson. He's 3 for 4 from behind the arc. That's now 12 of 22 shooting threes for Miami. Nick off the window and through.
That's what's needed. Coach Clifford talked about it last night after the game. Kemba Walker needs some help.
Yep.
Starting two guard is a good place to start.
Already in double figures, now with 11.
Dragic, a three-pointer.
Three-point basket for Dragic.
Now the second half is picked up right where the second quarter left off.
Coach talked about dribble penetration. Just sneak away from your guy. You don't stay within arm's length, and it's time to shoot three. And when they shoot them tonight, it seems like they're going in. 13 of 23.
Guys, Hassan Whiteside's only attempted one shot. Really hasn't been involved. Score the goal and the foul. Richardson with the left hand.
Well, you could see Whiteside wasn't as engaged as he has been more consistently this year at the beginning of this game. Remember, he fumbled two passes right away with the post entry early in the first quarter. Late, coming back on D a couple times. So I'm not at all surprised.
And Cody Zeller tonight can't help as much on the dribble penetration, because if he does, Whiteside's right there for the offensive board. So he's got to stay close and attached to Whiteside to keep him off the boards.
And Stephanie, I know we don't see Miami every game, but does Miami need to keep him involved?
Yes, they do. They absolutely do. This team, we've talked about it, they have been depleted due to injury. Their lineup has continued to change. But the thing that's been consistent is their effort.
Hey, Nick Batum, chance for a three-point play.
And that's what you want to see out of the Hornets, too. Consistent effort. And you're seeing that out of Nick Batum. And he's coming out of this second half fired up, attacking on the offensive end. And that's what you want to see from Batum.
Nick Batum at the line.
Getting back to Whiteside, he's had that problem. And Coach Spoelstra gave him a lot of credit before the game, saying that he has matured, he's grown, he's put the team first this year. That's been the knock on his game, is that he can disengage, he can become disinterested, he can become a player that's not going to give you all that he's got. And we're seeing flashes of that tonight.
He used the word leadership when talking about Whiteside.
Yes. That was surprising.
Yeah.
Original call on the floor is Hornets ball, but I think that's going to be overturned. Yeah, Miami keeps the basketball. Right in front of Steve Clifford, and he doesn't argue. Miami up by 3, including tonight the Heat with 5 games remaining in their regular season, including tonight the Hornets with 4 games remaining during the regular year. Magruder. Tapped around, cleared by MKG. Marvin. He missed it. He closed out that second quarter with a bomb of a three-pointer from about 60 feet. Longest heave of the year for the Hornets that's been a make. Trying to get an alley-oop to Whiteside. Corrals the ball, and now he's fouled and contact, and Hassan's not happy at all.
Good job, Steven Silas, stepping in front of the Hornets bench to make sure nobody leaves that bench area to step onto the court.
Whiteside's a local kid from Gastonia, wants to have a good game, has not done a lot of anything today, and now with contact, maybe some frustration. I think that may have been miscommunication.
What do you mean?
Well, it looked like Cody thought that there was some contact between Whiteside and MKG, and I'm not sure that there was.
No, I don't think there was. It really looked at it right there. Whiteside just trying to clear himself. I like Cody, though.
Yep.
You know, it looked like you hit my teammate. I'm stepping up and letting you know that's not right.
That's what's required of him. I like it, too.
This may take a while to sort out because there's a whole bunch of things going on there. The original foul on Whiteside was their contact above the shoulders. The retaliation. Replay center and Secaucus is going to be involved.
You know, we often talk about the NBA and how the game has changed and fouls that are called, including the flagrants, how that has changed. It's all for the protection of the players. And I am by no means condoning violence, but I do enjoy some toughness.
That was a good duck there by MKG. That was good awareness. Whiteside threw that right shoulder.
This could be pivotal, guys. This really could be pivotal. This could be a flagrant foul. It could be a flagrant 1, a flagrant 2. Depending on the judgment of that elbow, it could be something significant for Whiteside.
Now, if you see the play as it starts to develop, all the physical contact in that paint area. Now, I want you to watch what happens. Frank Kaminsky jumps up, and then Coach Silas, look at him on the go. He wants to make sure that his team stays on the bench, in the bench area. You guys recall that pivotal playoff series when the Phoenix Suns team got off the bench to get involved in the on-the-court altercation, and they suffered multiple suspensions. It completely changed the look of that series. They probably lost the series because key personnel could not play.
Yeah.
All right, we've just been told it's going to be a common foul on Cody Zeller. That was the original call. He fouled Whiteside, but then Whiteside's retaliation is going to be a technical foul. So Nick Batum is going to go to the other end and shoot the technical free throw.
You said it, Eric. It's complicated.
The foul on Cody Zeller is his second. It's going to be Miami basketball because it wasn't a shooting foul, just a common foul. It's Heat ball out of bounds.
Could be just what the doctor ordered for this Hornets team.
Out of bounds, it's Miami ball.
Sometimes you got to feel like your back's up against the wall, you against the world. In the foxhole with your teammates.
Well, if Whiteside wasn't engaged before, he's engaged now. Contact, Whiteside. Throws it through. That is the first field goal for Whiteside. Now it's 17 minutes on the floor.
See if that little skirmish wakes him up. Kemba Walker, in the first half, felt he didn't get a good whistle, and it woke him up. He got going. And sometimes all it takes is something that you think didn't go your way, and you're going to retaliate by the way you play.
Kemba looks away. It's inside. Ball poked around. The last touch by Miami. 3 seconds to shoot for the Hornets.
Hornets ball, 3.9 on the clock.
Steve Clifford said yesterday after the loss against the Wizards, they need to win the final 4 games of the year to give themselves any chance at all to make the playoffs. Dragic. Skip pass to Richardson. Whiteside. Now since the technical foul, back-to-back field goals for Whiteside.
That was a much better closeout by Nick Batum on that cross-court pass, but it opened up a passing lane for Whiteside.
Whiteside leads the NBA in rebounding. He's now got 11 tonight. One and done. Hornets have it, down by 6. Batum. Hornets have made 4 3-pointers. Heat, they've made 13. Johnson, wraparound pass to Whiteside. 3 straight field goals for Whiteside.
I would love to see the Hornets take advantage of the size advantage that Nick Batum has on a post-up. Make quick decisions with the basketball. Sometimes Nick will post up and he'll get pushed way outside the lane. You can't post that long.
Oh, Cody going with force, doesn't get the result. We're 5 minutes into the third quarter. Must-win game for the Hornets. Johnson. Oh, James Johnson. A 3-pointer looking like Kelly Oubre last night. A 9-0 run since the technical foul for the Miami Heat. Hassan Whiteside out of Gastonia. He obviously plays better when he's angry. He has woken up in a big way. 6 points in this nice little spurt for Miami. PCS Unlimited Performance upcoming schedule. These are the final 3 games during the regular season for the Hornets. Saturday, final home game against Isaiah Thomas and the Celtics. Then the Milwaukee Bucks are going to host the Hornets on a Monday night, the first of a back-to-back. Hornets finish the regular season in Atlanta against the Hawks. Here are the standings in the Eastern Conference, 1 through 10, the teams that are still relevant. Cleveland and Boston, they have got a monumental game tonight. That game's in Boston. Toronto and Washington, very good seasons. But Stephanie, down the bottom of that list, you got Miami and Charlotte, both on the outside looking in.
Yeah, as I mentioned before, you got 3 sets of ties in the top 8 in the Eastern Conference. Even the very tippy top, you've got a tie. That shows you how important all these games are down the stretch.
Cody's doing a good job of attacking the rim, just not getting the results.
Trying to draw the 4th foul on Whiteside. Whiteside did a good job of challenging without fouling on that play.
9-0 run from Miami. Dragic with 4 to shoot, 3-pointer. 15 made 3-pointers from Miami. Hornets gave up 17 last night against the Wizards.
It's 4 threes in the second half for the Heat. I don't think any one of them has hit the rim.
Kemba in attack mode, blocked away by Whiteside.
Out of bounds, still the Hornets ball.
Hornets need to summon some energy. Had to play last night. Miami did not. Dale, you're right. Cody trying to draw that foul. He went into Whiteside, didn't get the whistle he wanted. Magruder, weird dribble. And Richardson is fouled in the act of shooting. MKG's second personal foul. Miami started the season just woebegone. 11 for 30. They woke up January 17th, had 11 wins in their first 41 games, and then they did something that no one in the NBA has ever done. 19 games below 500. They went on a 13-game winning streak. Totally changed their season around.
They were white hot during that stretch.
I mean, they clawed, climbed, scraped out of the hole. They were left for dead the first couple of months of the season.
Jeremy Lamb, Frank Kaminsky into the game.
When I've been watching the bench, guys, I have not seen any sign of Marco Bellinelli.
If he was there, he would have came in
right
instead of Jeremy Lamb, probably.
Changes for Miami. Tyler Johnson into the game. Okaro White into the game as well. Nick gets a roll, much needed.
Stopped the 14-0 run.
Richardson, Whiteside. White, Magruder, and Tyler Johnson playing for Miami. White catch and shoot. And going for the rebound, a foul called against the Hornets. Trying to keep Whiteside out of the lane. It's Cody Zeller.
A loose ball foul, charge the Hornets 40. Cody Zeller is third. Team score.
Just amazing. You see the numbers. They were averaging 98 points per game. And then when they went on their spurt, they almost getting 10 points more per game.
Look at that three-point shooting. 5 percentage points better. You see why tonight.
huge.
Offensive foul on Josh Richardson on the inbounds pass, so the Hornets get it back. Under 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Nick has been virtually all the offense for the Hornets here in the third. And he draws the contact. Nick will go to the line.
I like it. them down, take them right to the hoop.
Chris is upset. He did get the block, but he left just enough of his feet off the floor on the pump fake and got the body contact. Vic Batum is at the line. He's going to be in our Kia driver's seat because of what he's done this game. 18.6 of 11. 3 assists. He was off to a slow start, but he got going late in that second quarter and has extended his run here in the third. Got 12 in this quarter.
All 12 the Hornets have scored in this quarter.
And guys, might I add, against the Wizards, he was 6 for 10 for the entire game.
Still a ton of time remaining. 4:37 remaining third quarter. Hornets trailing Miami.
Get tonight's works power share moment. For those of you just joining us, you may have missed this shot just before half. Marvin Williams, 3/4 length. Nothing but net. Not afraid to take a shot. And a little shimmy shake at the end.
It's been a heck of a week for Marvin Williams, of course, winning a national championship during his playing days at North Carolina. And there may not be a bigger former Tar Heel that's a fan of the program than Marvin. The entire year, he told me he missed 4 games. Watched everything.
That's impressive. Now, I do know of another Carolina fan who used to wear number 23.
Oh, you're right.
He's a pretty big fan.
You're right.
Number 23.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Have you seen the locker room, the Carolina locker room with all the Jordans?
You're right.
You're in Tar Heel country.
Yeah.
They don't miss games.
Whiteside playing with 3 fouls. Faces up against Cody Zeller playing with 3 fouls. Oh, Carl White, a 3-pointer. That's the first 3-pointer made for White tonight. He's 1 for 2 from behind the arc. One of 16 3-pointers made for Miami. Kemba trying to get going. Kemba had such a great first half. Hadn't scored here in the third.
7 different Heat players have made a 3. Only 2 for Charlotte. Kemba with 3, Marvin with his half-court buzzer beater.
That was a lob to Whiteside, and Whiteside's fouled. Well, it's the first time we're going to see Hassan Whiteside at the free throw line, and he's done a lot of different things over the years. Sometimes shoots a modified jump shot, sometimes shoots from deeper behind the line. He's a wild card when he gets to the charity line.
Me watching him, looks like he's more effective with that jump shot.
Looks like he may take a running start. 1 foot behind the other.
Lined up there.
Yeah. He's a good, 8 inches behind the line. Starts with the right foot behind the left. It's like baseball players, different batting stances every time they come to the plate. Oh, look at our director, Maceo Grant, one of the best in the business, if not the best in the business. Getting the shot we need.
Yeah. Well.
Carly Simon made a song about him. Nobody does it better.
Oh, I know that song.
Hornets need to get going. MKG from the elbow. That's been close to automatic. All year long, really.
And he's just getting better and better. And as the season goes on, throughout his career, he's gotten better.
Whiteside just fires it off the backboard. Hornets have it back. Johnson stops the dribble. Under 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Kaminsky wants to post up. Lamb can't fight him. Free throw jumper's good. Heat playing without Goran Dragic right now. And a foul. Tyler Johnson is grabbed. He'll go to the free throw line.
Talking about MKG and his improvement. Field goal percentage by month. This is his entire career. Look at March/April. Nearly 50% shooting from the field. And ladies and gents, that's where we are now.
That last foul was on Kemba Walker, his third.
And Willie Reed.
Tyler Johnson. Got signed a $50 million deal, said he almost threw up.
$50 million and still hasn't found a barber.
Or a dentist.
Maybe he needs another meal.
What an all-around good guy.
Oh, he's a good player, too. Good young player. Fought his way up through the D-League. His opportunity, taking advantage of it. Guys, I put some numbers together. The last 24 hours or so, Charlotte's opponents are 33 of 63 from behind the three-point line, 52%.
Goodness. Dell, didn't I tell you about crunching numbers?
All right, he missed one.
Stay away from the calculator.
That'll be Hornets ball. Willie Reed touched it while he was out of bounds. Interesting substitution pattern for Eric Spoelstra. He takes Goran Dragic out of the game about midway through the first quarter, then brings him back in at the end of the first quarter. He's done that as well in the third quarter. A lot of times you see starters play for 8 or 9 minutes of the first and then leave. 2 minutes remaining, third quarter. Dragic has got the ball. Contested 2 for Dragic. Yeah, offense is coming too easy for Miami right now.
Yeah, this is critical time for Charlotte. I mean, you've got 13, 14 minutes to fight to save your season. On a back-to-back, you've got to find some energy on the defensive end of the floor and then transfer it over offensively when you get stops.
Hornets have had some great fourth quarters over the last couple of weeks. Up in Toronto was a comeback for the ages. The win in this building against Denver was an impressive fourth quarter comeback. But you need to cut it down a little bit as we head to the fourth quarter. Tomorrow, be sure to catch Freddie Freeman and the Atlanta Braves as they wrap up their season-opening series with the New York Mets. Coverage begins with Braves Live at 6:30 Eastern on Fox Sports Southeast. Streaming live on the Fox Sports Go app.
Metropolitans.
Stephanie, they were Dodger blue and they were New York Giant orange because when the Dodgers and the Giants moved out west, the Mets replaced them. So their color scheme is based on what the Dodgers and the Giants were. Tapped out, long rebound run down by MKG, but Dragic heads up play, knocks it away from Kid Gilchrist.
This may be one of the lowest turnover games in league history. 4 for Charlotte, only 5 for the Heat.
Jeremy Lamb knocked to the ground by Reed. And free throws for Jeremy.
Second team foul for the Heat. And the last 2 minutes. Going to the line, Jeremy Lamb.
Keep talking about how important this game is for Charlotte. It is just as important for the Miami Heat. After playing so well for a couple of months, they've kind of slipped into a manhole over the last couple of games. Without Deion Waiters, they've lost 5 of their last 8, and now they're on the outside looking in. They're 3 games below 500, but a win tonight, and they're tied with Chicago and Indiana at 38-40. All would have 4 games remaining to duke it out.
After this game, they go to Toronto, and then they've got a back-to-back at Washington.
Yeah, their strength of schedule is brutal.
Talked about it before. Chicago's got by far the easiest route. But when you lose against the Knicks consistently, nothing's really easy. Tyler Johnson back out to Dragic. 3-pointer. Now they're not falling quite as frequently. Hornets have the ball. They can go 2 for 1 if they want. Kaminsky, big shot. Got it! Oh, Frank keeping in the ball game. 3-pointer. Miami's going to hold for the final shot of the third. Dragic spins with the left hand off the window. So savvy.
Creativity to score is uncanny.
Oh, that would have been something if it fell. Jeremy Lamb, almost a miracle. Well, this really got Miami started. A technical foul called on Hassan Whiteside. He came alive. A nice run from Miami. Abutted a bit by Nick Batum. Good quarter. But the Hornets in trouble. Down by 13 with the fourth quarter right around the bend. Killing the Heat. Here's our game summary presented by Charlotte Comfort Systems.
48% from the field, but 50% from the three. The Heat are shooting. It's hard to overcome that when you've only made 5 of 16 yourself.
Yeah, I mean, the Heat, they're averaging 5 triples a quarter. Take care of the basketball, you're scoring it in the paint. Right now, the Heat living and dying by the three. And life's good. Life's good.
Yeah, a lot of living. Miami starts with the basketball and the lead, up by 13. Tyler Johnson shows the ball, gets it back to Dragic. Dragic. Johnson, extra pass Wayne Ellington. And Dragic soars and hits. He is now over 30 points. 31 for the Slovenian.
Guys, the third quarter was a problem last night against the Wizards too, combining last night and tonight 70-40. Hornets have been outscored in the third quarter.
Marvin, a bouncy three for the veteran. Nick found him. Dragic, Tyler Johnson, Willie Reed, Okaro White, and Wayne Ellington, the 5 on the floor for Miami. Dragic backing down B-Rob. Lamb, Roberts, Kaminsky, Williams, Batum playing for the Hornets. Frank hit a big one a moment ago. Frank's got the smaller man on him. And he gets the roll. Frank coming alive at the absolute perfect time. 10-point game.
Wonderful. Didn't settle right there. Could have shot it over top of Johnson. Gave it up and got to the post to use his size.
Six to shoot from Miami. And White blocked away from behind by Lamb. Hornets have it back. Oh, Marvin behind the defense. Great start to the fourth quarter.
And as per the Hornets' usual, it starts on the defensive end. They force turnovers, they get in the passing lanes, they're active, and they make their defense translate into easy offense. Here's what we're talking about. This is what they've got to do to find success. Watch this. They get the rebound. Marvin Williams eyes up, finds Nick Batum, who pushes the ball. Marvin keeps going. Nick finds him. Easy layup. Hornets down 8. Let's take a look at tonight's defensive play of the game, brought to you by CPI Security. See what happens when the Heat attack. Hornets collapse, get the rebound. Marvin Williams eyes up, cross court to Nick Batum, and then Marvin hits the gas, and all 5 defenders are in the rearview mirror. Marvin cuts in, Nick Batum finds him, a little up fake to get the defender to fly by, and layup. Hornets right back in this game.
7-2 run to start the fourth quarter.
Hassan Whiteside back on the floor for Miami. Johnson to Johnson. Tough pass picked up by Nick. No one in front of him.
This crowd is back in it. They were ready to erupt.
Whiteside with a touch and a chin up. Now just like that, that's a 4-0 swing. Looked like the Hornets had a sure 2 on their side and a great defensive recovery. Ryan Roberts having to go off his leg. It's a turnover.
Let's see what happens with Nick here. He does the right thing. He sees Johnson's rearview mirror. He's got to go strong. And right there, the ball slipped out of his hand as he went to throw it down. Nothing you can do about that.
This may be Hornets ball. They're in a conference about possession. Are you positive?
Yep, I saw that too. I said, I'm sure.
Hey, how about that? Guess there wasn't positivity. And it's going to be a net positive for the Hornets. They've got the basketball. It looked like it went off the top of the shoe of Dragic.
BDL.
Whatever it is, I'll take it.
BDL.
Oh, yeah. It's funny how that happens, isn't it?
Another three-pointer for Johnson. And just like that, it's a 13-point deficit for your Hornets.
James Johnson's having a night.
He's 5 for 6 from behind the arc. Normally a 34% shooter from deep. Nick got bumped. He'll have 3 free throws. This may be the most aggressive we've seen Nick Batum throughout the course of a 4-quarter game all year.
Yeah, and he had a little bit of a lull. You know, I was concerned that he was not going to continue to attack the basket offensively, but we've seen him really come alive here in this 4th quarter.
I'm going to say he got aggressive toward the end of the second quarter. He took 1 shot in the first quarter. Got to the free throw line a couple times, but I think right before the first half ended, he said, "Okay, I got to get aggressive into the locker room," and he's continued to be aggressive.
He looked to make sure that it was going to be 3 free throws for Nick, and it is. Stay tuned for tonight's Hornets Live post-game show presented by Campbell & Associates. A lot on our slate. Game number 79 on the season. Hornets running out of time. They need to win and get some help. All 3 go for the Frenchman. Couple of Johnsons. Dragic, Ellington, Whiteside playing together for Miami. Whiteside against Kaminsky. Spins, scores, and draws the foul.
For the basket, Hassan Whiteside.
He is one of the most unique talents in the NBA today. 7 feet, 265 pounds. He can jump. He's quick.
Look where he caught that basketball. He had 1 foot in the paint when he caught it. You got to give Frank some help if his guy catches it in the post that deep.
73% of the games he plays, he finishes with a double-double. 4th highest percentage in the NBA. Leads the NBA in rebounding at 14. He's going to up that today. He's already got 16 carries. Big Frank, wide open. 17th rebound for Whiteside.
We've seen Frank make that shot with regularity last 5 or 6 games at that center spot. Whiteside doesn't want to come out there. He's got to knock that down.
Hornets still playing without Kemba Walker. Dragic along the baseline. Frank again, open look. Hornets had played so well last week. Had won 3 straight games until losing last night in D.C. Don't want to lose on back-to-back nights.
Excellent play. Jeremy Lamb not giving up on the play with the block from behind.
B-Rob a 3. The veteran, that's why he's on the club.
Good setup by Jeremy Lamb. Drives the basketball, draws Whiteside, and then looks for the open guy. Ball swings around the horn. Miami in scramble mode. B-Rob gets a clean look. Bottom.
Whiteside sets the screen. Ball finds its way over to Richardson. Long 2. Hornets have it back. Chance to cut it to single digits.
Right plate. Just ran out of real estate. Got too far under the backboard. B-Rob tried to flip it, put the right spin on it, but couldn't do it.
Tough chance for Johnson. It's a turnover. Hornets have it back.
Substitutions for Miami returning.
Eric Spoelstra goes to his bench. Okaro White. Rodney Magruder into the game. Dragic is going to catch a blow along with Whiteside. Kemba Walker back on the floor for your Hornets.
Brian Roberts got some quality minutes, did a good job of organizing his team on the floor.
Both teams going relatively small here. Lamb. Closing in on the 6-minute mark, almost halfway through our fourth quarter. Richardson. Three-pointer. And a quick timeout called by the Hornets. Now this fourth quarter began with a 13-point lead for Miami. It's still a 13-point lead, and we're now halfway through the frame. 5:59 remaining. Hornets playing for their season. Going real soon. 5:59 remaining in the fourth quarter. They're down against Miami by 13. Kemba Walker is the man to get her done. Look at this. Since the All-Star break, points in the clutch is categorized as the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter or overtime when the game was within 6 points. Nobody with more points than Kemba during that window.
We have seen him put on a show. He's one of the best in the business, not just in the clutch, but having consecutive points run. Individual runs, he can go on by himself. His team needs him to do that now.
Hornets will have the basketball. Lamb, Batum, Walker, Williams, and Zeller. Frank Kaminsky's been lifted from the game. No Dragic, no Whiteside for Miami.
I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, but 18 made three-pointers. He tied their season record. Second night in a row, Hornets opponent have tied season high with threes. Washington did it last night with 17.
Shot clock's at 1. After the timeout, Hornets can't get a good shot. Richardson walled off. Shot clock's at 3. Magruder. Whiteside goes to the scorer's table. Batum has been masterful at drawing contact. A couple of more free throws for Nick.
He can do that every time, which is why I'm always harping about him being aggressive on the offensive end. He has many advantages against several opponents throughout the NBA.
And your aggressiveness means asking and calling and wanting the basketball. Because if he continues to do that, he's going to draw a double team. Then you're going to get even more blocks.
Hornets Live, the post-game show presented by Campbell & Associates immediately following this one. Hear from head coach Steve Clifford. Break down the key plays. Hassan Whiteside back on the floor for Miami. He's got 13 points and 19 rebounds.
With that double-double, he breaks the Heat's single-season record with 54.
James Johnson hits a three-pointer. My goodness.
Season high for Heat. 19 triples.
Starting for the first time this season, he's 6 for 7 from behind the arc. Marvin gets a shooter's roll. 12-point game. Miami's not a great free throw shooting team, only 70%. Keep that in mind as we get down to the final minutes. Johnson in between with the left hand. Oh, jeez Louise.
That's when you know you're feeling good. He's 10 of 12, 6 of 7 from 3. That was the most difficult one.
And now the rip away. In transition, Richardson's going to back it out. Is it that time? Open looks, you decline them just to burn off clock?
That's really a smart play by the young guy.
Tyler Johnson.
That makes it even smarter.
107 points from Miami with 3:25 remaining. largest deficit for the Hornets on the night. Kemba gets 2 back. And we'll probably have a timeout because Tyler Johnson is seeing stars right now. Nope, we're going to play on. 3 minutes to play. Richardson. Long rebound goes to Kemba.
Wow.
That's Kemba's second field goal in the second half. And Miami calls a timeout. 2:35 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Timeout, Miami.
James Johnson, in his first start of the year, went to Wake Forest, likes Tar Heel State. That's the left hand for 16. Yeah, that's in your game too.
It's trailing Miami by 13, running out of time. 2:35 remaining in the fourth quarter here in Uptown Charlotte with my partner Stephanie Reddy, Del Curry. I'm Eric Collins. The Hornets played such magnificent basketball to give themselves a chance last week. Won 3 straight games. But guys, last 2 nights, season on the line, they've had a hard time staying with both the Wizards and now the Heat.
They haven't. We talked about the third quarter performance, being outscored by their opponent the last 2 third quarters, 70-40. The 3-point shooting defense has been questionable at best. Coach Clifford questioned their energy, their effort, saying that Kemba Walker needed help. We've seen glimpses of what they need, but it's not been consistent.
They played pretty good basketball, but unfortunately they ran into a couple of teams that played better and needed to win games in the Wizards and this Heat team tonight. And Coach Clifford talked about it all season long. We just haven't played the defense that we did last year. From year to year, your team, you can have the same personnel, but you may not play the same. It's been that way on the defensive end. You know, they protected the rim. They got pretty much the same guys, not having the continuity of the starters all year long. You've had injuries, guys in and out of the lineups. That has a lot to do with it, but you just have not had the defensive year that you had last year, and that's a big part of why you're in this situation.
Goran Dragic back on here at winning time from Miami. Dragic with 31 to lead both sides. Josh Richardson, 3-pointer made from Miami. That's the 21st. Not only have they made 21, they've only missed 17. They shoot 55% from behind the arc. Cody sends Magruder sprawling. That was a good sequence for Cody. Set a absolutely ear-piercing pick and then gets himself a rim run.
How about this? The Heat, they made 21 threes. Charlotte has attempted 21.
That is not a good percentage.
Magruder. Hornets have it back. Needing threes. Marvin gets it to fall. That should be something. 11-point game. Buck 30 remaining.
It's not the offense that's the problem. It's this side of the court. It's the defense. They've got to get stops.
And Miami's going to use every second of the clock before they let the ball go toward the rim.
Magruder. Hornets down by 11. They need to score and in a hurry. Long 3 for Marvin.
Out of bounds, Miami ball.
And a foul in the backcourt. First in the final 2 minutes. So side out of bounds.
Foul charge to Hornets number 2, Marvin Williams is first. First the last 2 minutes for the Hornets. Out of bounds, Miami ball.
Hornets still with 3 games remaining in the regular season. Next telecast will be on Saturday. Oh, terrible pass. Almost picked off by Kemba. Miami, they break the pressure. It's a game against Boston to close out the home schedule here at Spectrum Center. And then 2 games on the road in Milwaukee and at Atlanta. And a timeout called by the Hornets. 40 seconds remain. We'll take a timeout as well. Back with the final 40 seconds here on Fox Sports Southeast. It is an 11-point game. Take a look at our Sprite player of the game for the Hornets, Nick Batum. Very aggressive from really the opening tip. 24 points, didn't miss a free throw, 7 assists as well.
12 for 12 from the free throw line. He should have got 20 attempts. Should have been backing them little boys down. Hindsight, of course, 2020.
Nick misfires, and the Hornets choosing to foul. MKG grabs Goran Dragic, and Dragic will shoot free throws.
His third personal foul, second team foul in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, you just never knew what you were going to get with the Hornets this year. They would play well, and then stretches where they would stumble a bit. Last couple of weeks have been a real bright spot. Hornets had won 7 of 9 at one point, but then back-to-back losses last night, and then what appears to be tonight.
Yeah, it's really disappointing and a damper on the season. Kemba Walker's an all-star, not being able to repeat and get to the playoffs if what we think stands to be true.
And Eric Collins, you just described exactly why I got out of coaching.
Well, let's be honest. It's not totally over now, but you just can't imagine the amount of lightning strikes that would need to happen for the Hornets to make it to the postseason. Steve Clifford flat out said, we got to win 4 and then hope for luck. If you don't win all 4, you can't even imagine the luck that's going to need to shine on the Hornets over the final 6 days of the regular season.
It's still mathematically possible. It's just improbable.
Now the big story in this game will be the Miami Heat and the way they shot the basketball from behind the arc. Remember, this is a team that was playing prehistoric basketball in recent years, not even shooting three-pointers. They made 21 out of 40, 52% from behind the arc. And they win in a game they needed. They saved their season and quite possibly ended the Hornets' playoff hopes. 112-99 is the final score. The Miami Heat, they survived to play another game. They are in the thick of the playoff hunt with 4 games remaining. The Hornets in serious trouble.